Hello and welcome to Meister Arts and Crafts. I'm Libby and this week is week 7 of the 12 weeks of holiday card making series. Today we will be making Christmas Dachshund tags. To begin, I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock that is 2.5 by 3.5 inches. I'm going to use this trimmer tool to help me get even cuts on both sides. And I'm aligning this tag thing at 1 3/8, and then I will trim that off of both sides. But you can also use a pair of scissors to do this. Just make sure that it is even on both sides so that it looks right. Next, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to use this hole punch to cut this out. This just helps me line it up so that it's in the center, but you can use a regular hole punch for this as well. Next, I'm going to take the tags, and I'm going to take some Distress Oxide ink in Twisted Citron and Candied Apple. I'm going to start with the Twisted Citron, and I'm going to take a blending tool, and I'm going to start with some dark color or hard pressure on the bottom, and then I will lighten up as I get to the top so that the ink lightens up and blends into white. I will do the same for the red one. The red is a little bit harder because it is a darker color than the green, but it is still easy to do and simple. You do not have to ink blend these tags, but I find that this gives more interest to the tag and helps ground the image that we are going to put on top. So I will set those off to the side, and I'm going to bring in my stamp positioning tool. I will then grab some clear stamps for this, but you can also you can also draw these if you'd like. But anyway, I'm going to stamp these Dachshund images in black ink. I am going to use an air hockey tool just to help get even pressure so that it stamps clearly, but you can also use your hands for this. Feel free to use a block to stamp as well. I was just trying to stamp a bunch at a time, so I decided to use a stamp positioner. Next, I'm going to take a brown marker, and I'm going to color these Dachshund images. You do not have to use some fancy markers. I'm just using Crayola markers for this. And I will use some Tombow dual brush pens, just simple, but you can also use Crayola for that part as well. Anyway, I find that 2 colors for each is best. It helps create dimension and more interest for your image. So anyway, I'm just going to take the darker color and add shadows where I think they are, and then I will blend out. This does not have to be perfect. Mine aren't perfect, and so yeah, just do your best. And then I'm going to blend those out with the lighter color. I gave the one with the Santa hat a red Santa hat and just some gray onto the white parts of the hat, and then I added some green and white striped pattern to the other one scarf. Next, I'm going to stamp the sentiment with some black ink. I'm going to stamp this on the bottom of the tag. Stamp this on the bottom of the tag where the color is the darkest. I also, after I colored the images, I did cut them out. You can also use a die for that, but I find that I didn't need the die and I could just cut it out by hand. So yeah, I have stamped the sentiment at the bottom. You can also hand write it in or use a different sentiment for this, but I've used Dachshund through the snow. Next, I've also cut the same tags out of red and green paper, and I'm going to add glue to them, and then I will attach them to the blended tags. You do not have to do this, but I find that it gives more stability and gives a nice place to write on the back. So I did. Next, I'm going to glue the image, the Dachshund images, with some glue stick onto the tags. I did this just above the sentiment, but you can do it wherever, and you can use whatever type of glue you'd like. I just used glue sticks so that I could move it around if I didn't place it correctly. I put the one with the red hat on the green and the one with the green scarf on the red to give more contrast and interest to the tags. It also helps the dachshunds pop off the card. Next, I have added one to a little gift bag with candy, and one is separate, but you can add these to any present or gift and just attach twine and it looks awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and come back next Tuesday for week 8 of the 12 weeks of holiday card making series. If you are interested in any of the products I used today, check the description box below. Have a great day. See you soon!